The Force will be with you. Sometimes. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Xaereth Prevails, a Grand Arena story. Today we're in match 11 out of 12, I guess kind of out of 13 in a way, because of the weird, week that didn't count. We're in rank number 158. Can we get to top 100, folks? At any rate, here's the situation. Facing someone named Elusive One. He's from the Big Maw Guild, one of the best guilds in the game. Biggest and also most proficient in territory wars. You can see that they have 700k more GP than me, which is actually closer than almost all my opponents have been recently. You can see their 6-dot mod advantage is pretty big. Otherwise, their mods are similar. He has an advantage, for sure, but not by a huge margin. The 6-dot, though, means he's definitely put more investment monetarily into his mods, which is fine. I mean, I've actually been spending some money on mods myself. Hopefully we can start seeing some good yield, but his relic levels are... we're similar as well. He's got over 100 more than me, and I think the biggest thing, guys, is look at how many more tiers 7, 8, and 9 that he's got. Way more than me, and on really important characters as well. Here's my defenses. I went a little bit harder on defense this time, and I did something weird. I kept my Kylo and put Sith Eternal down with Darth Revan Malak in there, and Talon. So, you know, it's a decent team. We put Iden in the back, trying to bait out some of these teams so that he doesn't have counters for my back zone. But then I also put a pretty decent front top zone as well. My opponent placed some teams that really caught me off guard. The General Skywalker team was a team that I wasn't really ready for. I thought that I was going to have to use... I didn't have my normal Commander Luke to be able to counter it. He's got Lord Vader, Rey, and Iden. And then, unlike every single other time, he has always placed Starkiller. He did not place Starkiller. Well, not at least in the front. Up top here, you can see, he plays some good teams as well. He also has the Jango lead BAM team with Queel and stuff. So, good stuff, good teams. It's going to be very challenging. We're going to have to do like a General Skywalker mirror and stuff. So before we jump in, guys, just want to remind you, if you want to support the channel for free, all you've got to do is hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment in the comments area. If you haven't subbed yet, please consider subbing. I would really appreciate it, guys. Helps us mount the algorithm. We can do it together, guys. We can mount together. You and I can mount the algorithm. We can do it, guys. I really appreciate all the support. And with that said, let's jump into the actual fighting. Alright, we're starting with Padme, they're calling it the Pad Batch, which is kind of funny, but Padme with the Bad Batch, facing Iden Versio. I was like, we're not going to time out this time. So, Iden goes first, of course, she gains all that turn meter, and then apparently Echo didn't want to go first. They stole his turn meter or something, and Tech went. So, now we've got days on everyone. I did need to use Tech's ability just to dispel all the debuffs and everything. And then Padme had her cooldowns increased, so she needs to just do a basic to regain some of her bonus protection. And so I'm still not really used to this counter, apparently. Just trying to do fun things. I try to give translation to people and stuff and things. So, let's have Hunter throw some knives. Alright, so Iden gives all of her buffs to everyone, except there is a non-dispellable buff immunity on Stormtrooper, which is kind of funny to see it surrounded by buffs, in fact. But, you get that from one of the clones, and it's like, okay, do we just get the kill here, or do we want to dispel all the nonsense? And I decided to just get the kill with Echo, because that was one of my issues last time that I used. So, okay, I guess let's just shoot their Death Trooper a little bit. And then they just randomly killed Echo, just out of the blue. Just goodbye, Echo. you've been found unworthy, a-hole. Like, just goodbye. And I was pretty sure at that point that I was screwed, but it's like, okay, let's just play it out, because we're gonna keep this fight anyways, right? I mean, we've already gotten 1 kill, we may as well keep it. So, you know, Iden Versio is always gonna start with turn meter loaded. There's just no point in not continuing. So there is Death Mark on Wrecker here. Really want to get rid of that. So we cleansed it just in time, and you know, now the Echo's gone, they can put Death Mark in. So it's like, if we could kill Death Trooper really soon, that would be wonderful. Padme has the shot, she took it, took out Death Trooper, and it's like, okay, maybe. We've only got 2 minutes left though, folks. We've got 2 minutes, and I don't know, this is a pretty nerve-wracking counter if you ask me. This is not a sure thing in my opinion. I think that they're, like, look at how close Padme is to just dying. I mean, you know, this isn't a for sure thing. Okay, so Wrecker does his AoE, but once again can't stun because he doesn't have the full whatever you call it, the Furious. And we did get another kill though, and we're getting close to being able to take out. Okay, got him, and now it's only Iden. But now she's like, well, I can revive even without troopers. I can make sure I can revive, and so you know, we just gotta deal with that. We've got a minute left, so get the stun on her, or I guess someone else, maybe, was it Tech who stunned her? Wrecker? I don't know. Maybe it was Wrecker who... Anyways, okay, so killed her. Now we can kill her again. 70 banners. Not bad banners after all that sketch. After they just randomly killed Echo like that. So now we're going to do the General Skywalker mirror match. My Rex is faster than his, and I haven't done this counter for a really long time. Not since the General Skywalker got reworked to be able to stand up faster. So I don't know. If I'm fumbling around, guys, apparently one of the things that I'm not doing here, but is actually quite good, because General Skywalker doesn't have as much offense, is instead of Fives calling General Skywalker to assist, now the better thing is to call ARC Trooper to assist. So I should be doing that, apparently, because you get the turret shot as well when you call him to assist, but apparently I'm just doing it incorrectly, and that's not great. I mean, I'd prefer to do it the right way, but okay, there Skywalker stands up, mine sits down, and we don't want to call the assist, of course. We want them to kill. We want them to kill 5, or not 5s. We want them to kill anyone but 5s, in fact. So, you know, because we want super clones. They didn't end up killing any clones. They came close, but they didn't actually do it. So now, you know, we stand up. Hopefully he sits down. Hopefully we can kill their 5s, and you know, we're still a few turns from doing a big hit from Rex, so that's something. And you know, I almost think it's better. Honestly, I almost think it's better to get Rex to go second with Rex. I almost think it is, because as you'll see in just a minute, guys, the Rex is, and even though I went first and was able to increase cooldowns and stuff, their Rex gets to go here pretty soon with his Rexecute, and that's not great. It's not my favorite thing in the world. Okay, do the AoE for funsies, and then he just randomly kills 5s, which is the worst possible result. We really don't want him to kill 5s, jeez. Okay, and now their clones are just killing us. I mean, it's they kill Rex, kill Echo, and things are looking dark, folks. But alright, I don't like this situation at all, but we're gonna just keep going for it, I suppose. Hopefully we can smite them harder than they smite us. We just smite make it. There we go. 53. We dropped 12 banners there, guys. 12. All because we didn't have CLS. CLS would have been fine. Okay. Now we've got our not sketchy at all Starkiller counter to Rey, and actually it's not that sketchy, at least not the fights that I've seen. Let's see if this continues though. So I think I probably should have started without actually hitting Rey with Mara. I think I should have hit someone else, because I could have stunned them with Mara, and Rey obviously isn't stunnable unless you believe that garbage about old Daka stun locking Rey. But you know, now we're stuck behind Holdo, which it isn't my favorite thing ever, but the goal right now, we need to get Rey into damage immunity before her ult, which is going to be somewhat problematic, I think. I decided, so everyone's got stagger on them from Mara, and I was trying to figure out, what do I do? Do I do a big hit on Rey? Do I do the AoE with my basic? And eventually, essentially, it didn't matter. So, you know, now I'm just trying to get a ton of people into damage immunity. Okay, and you guys saw the little flash there because I'm speeding the clock up because it just takes a while for everything to happen. Okay, so we've even got our Star Destroyer call, but that's almost unimportant in this fight. Like, Rey will eventually do her AoE and hopefully doesn't kill anyone, and then when she does kill someone, or when she does do it, then we can hopefully just take Rey out, and like we don't need the ultimate for that. And then now we're just getting everyone into healing immunity for funsies, and it's like, oh, should we call the Star Destroyer? No, let's not, because it won't actually hurt anyone. But at the same time, okay, we need to call the Star Destroyer so we get max banners if we possibly can. So now we're just using basics so that we stop the madness. They finally get a turn. They put healing immunity on Old Ben and take a little bit of health off, so that was helpful. May as well call the Star Destroyer, because that won't kill Poe, but it'll heal everyone except for Old Ben, who's healing a verse. And the Star Destroyer once again smites the ground for no damage, but it does heal me. The Star Destroyer of healing, folks. Okay, so this one, I argued with people in my chat for a while, and eventually they convinced me to do something that I actually don't think was the optimal move. We're trying to get a move from armor, right? So we want to get 3 stacks on armor. So my thought was, if we do the AoE from Kylo right now, if we do that right now, then we'll cleanse everyone except for armor, but that will get First Order Officer his turn first. And then everyone was pretty convinced that armor was going to live to be able to take a second turn. And so I went with what they said against my better judgment. Now, keep in mind, I don't follow what chat does all the time. In fact, I often don't, but these are people I really truly do respect quite a bit. And so, you know, it's whatever. We should have done it differently though. Okay, so cleanse armor, great. Now armor can get the armor shred. She's got 3 stacks of Beskar. So then they do their fracture, so that, you know, armor is now available for death. And sure enough, Darth Vader's like, hey, I didn't even ability block armor, but that I just killed her straight up. So no stacks of Beskar at all on Kylo, and I'm like cursing my chat, like, what the hell, guys? Like, you've led me astray. And, you know, it's my own fault. It is just totally my own fault. But I was feeling quite gloomy now. But we do have the tank tech on Kylo, and they don't have Maul here. Maul would spell doom for us, guys. We would just be screwed right now. But the idea here is to take this comp and to, like, we want to be able to, like, free ourselves from Night Sisters. Because eventually CG is going to fix the Night Sister interaction, is my guess. So, I mean, might just be good to practice comps without it, and I didn't think I would need Watt or Armor later. So, I mean, may as well just knock this out, and we're about to get our ultimate and stuff. You know, he does his, or Lord Vader does his AoE, and we're all good. We're super good. We're really happy, in fact. So, alright, you know, he does his ult. It's nice when Royal Guard is stunned. I almost think maybe I should have just stunned him one more time so that we get more stacks, but then we also hit someone who, we get double the mastery against someone who's stunned. And so if we stunned him again, I would have actually gotten like more mastery instead of doing doing 2 swipes, but whatever, we're good, and we're close to getting our ultimate again, and First Order Stormtroopers just hanging on like a boss, man. It's pretty cool to see him doing well with Kylo, actually. He's only Relic 5, like indifferently modded, I would say, you know, but he calls the assist, and Kylo, it's not good banners, but we get the 1 shot, which is pretty rare for me. You guys have seen me struggle with that. So all right, we got through the front zone. So let's go see what's in the back zone. Probably Jedi Master Kenobi, right? Because we've got plans for him. And oh crap, he's got, look at this, Sith Eternal. This is very, very interesting, guys. And I have to tip my hat to my opponent for this. This is really cool. So he's got Darth Revan, Basti, you know, that whole team, but no Malak on the Darth Revan team. He's got Nest there, so he can't easily trooper them. But then, look at his Relic 9 Sith Empire trooper. And my current opponent has a Relic 9 Sith Empire trooper too, guys. Like, that's becoming a thing because troopers don't easily chew through a Relic 9 one. But anyways, we've got Sith Eternal up top with Darth Malak. My whole plans, I'm like, okay, if he has Sith Eternal back there, we can still use General Grievous. He doesn't have Starkiller either, which is problematic. Like, he's clearly very prepared for my defenses. I didn't show anyone my defenses, so you can't, like, accuse him of it. But it's like, the things he has are, like, custom built to destroy my defense. Like, I just, like, fell exactly into what, you know, he's got Starkiller to kill my Rey. He's got Jedi Master Luke to kill my weakened Lord Vader. He's even got Supreme Leader Kylo for the back zone to be able to kill my Sith Eternal, and he's got Kenobi to be able to kill my Kenobi in the mirror. So it's just a total fiasco unless I can full clear one-shot him, and I couldn't figure out what to do. So eventually I'm like, you know, we're taking too long. We're going to go for it with General Grievous and hope that he doesn't link General Grievous when I'm trying to kill Malak. So we're going to try to troubleshoot here, guys. See what things maybe I could have done better. I'm not sure. I haven't rewatched this video yet, but remember, whenever we kill a Sith, then all of the other Sith reset. All the rest of them. So we probably want to kill Talon first, actually. Like, Talon, you know, maybe first we just put we extort old wrinkled Palp, and then Grid actually raided me apparently, and I didn't even notice at the time. Okay, so kill Talon. That's great, wonderful. You know, we needed to kill Talon because she's buffing the whole team, and she's making Palpatine way stronger as well, or Sith Eternal Emperor, whatever. So okay, do the AoE thing. Okay, do it, and then, you know, reset once again. And Sith Eternal hasn't been taking a lot of turns. He doesn't have a high ultimate bar or anything, because I think he marked our what's his name. Look at this. He got some hits in with Dooku. That's so sketchy, guys. Probably should have done the AoE there to get rid of the speed up on Palpatine. That Palpatine, the speed up on him, man, the Sith Eternal Emperor, whatever, it's rough. So, alright, extort Malak, and I did decide to use Nute here instead of using, what's his name, BB-8, just because if they kill Nute, we get an extra life, an extra health, whatever, and all of the bonus damage that you do because of his Zeta is also going to help. So, but here's the problem, guys. They linked Grievous. And we can't crit now because of that link. It's hugely problematic because Malak, we can do a lot of damage, but we can't crit, and those crits are so important here. So finally gets his ultimate, and I'm like, you know what? All right, let's just extort both of these a-holes one more time. And I mean, it's like, which one does more damage, the AoE or the basic? I mean, we're not going to kill Malak, but I don't know. There's no chance. There's no hope here, guys. So it's just like, how can we get Malak closer to death so that we can clean him up faster? So, got blasted here. All right, let's try to clean him up with Savage. And then Palp actually sends Malak. Malak gets 3 turns and heals himself, steals enough health that it doesn't work. Doesn't work to get, like, what are they, man, Savage is so worthless right now. Can the developers just fix that one thing? Like, anything? Just kills me, man. Okay, so we're bringing in Night Sisters now. We have to bring a full team. And chat was actually telling me, like, don't do it. And I'm like, you guys are worthless sacks. No, but seriously, I wanted to smite them at that point because Night Sisters are actually quite good at cleaning up Darth Malak, because one of the awesome things about Night Sisters is Night Sister Spirit still ignores defense. Look at that, 64k on her crit. I mean, she could do more, of course, if I put more relics on her, but I mean, no defense is pretty nice. And you know, Sith Eternal doesn't actually heal Malak, really. You know, and note that I keep trying to stun Malak by putting tenacity down on him with Zombie. That's another tool we have in our inventory. And, you know, so far it's not really panning out very well. But then Spirit gathers herself and does 87k to Malak, and WTF pwns him. So now we're just going to see how far we can get on Sith Eternal. I mean, this is a pretty futile thing. Like, they don't kill a solo Sith Eternal. That's not really in the cards. Unless, I guess maybe if you put enough relics on him, maybe. But remember, this guy, we're getting through his protection right now. Oh yeah, so eventually I fast-forwarded for you guys. So we timed out. After he linked us, we timed out. Yeah, he's got 200k health, though. Which in reality is closer to like 500k. So, yeah, not gonna kill him, but now we've got Geos, so let's finish him off. And I want to note here, guys, this guy, he's in the back, and I wanted to finish him, but this whole time I'm like, I totally should have been focusing up top first. You need to clear. I've won a lot of matches where I didn't full clear, you know, and I just was able to clear 3 zones, and so we used a lot of teams here. A lot of teams on a squad, on this one Palpatine team. And then, okay, so let's go up top here for a minute. That's great. We killed the Galactic Legend. Now let's try to clear the top zone, I guess. Always better to clear that top zone before the back zone, guys, unless you have other good reasons for it. And so, I mean, I've kind of sped this fight up a little bit, because you guys have seen me do this a lot lately. So we're gonna try to kill Vandor first. This is an Omicron dash team. Remember, this guy has all of the GAC Omicrons, which is obviously problematic. He's got good mods. He's got all this stuff. So, looks like my modding is starting to pay off on this team, and my guys aren't just dying like chumps like they have in the past. And, you know, kill Kira, I guess. Let's just take out Dash, and then we can use Scion if he gets 2 or 3 hits with his big saber. Gosh, that thing's actually pretty massive, which is what she said. But, you know, he's good at smiting people with it. But if he gets his big hits off while L3's got the debuff, then he's going to be able to potentially get a banner back. And that, I mean, is it really worth jumping through a ton of hoops to get that? I'm not sure. I'm not sure, guys. I mean, I think it is, actually. I really do think that trying to be responsible with our banners is going to really, I mean, just setting up, even if you're sure that the fight you're fighting, it doesn't need to do banners, like, it's good to do this sort of thing, because you never know when habit is going to help you win a match. Like, just prioritizing them. Okay, so let's go back down south. This is an interesting one. I thought about it for a while. I was like, man, as long as we don't give protection up from Grandmaster Yoda, which means don't spread the buffs, because HK will stop us from being able to gain bonus turn meter if that happens, then we should be able to just, like, Zerg down Basti. We're faster than their Darth Revan. I'll gain all this turn meter from all these different things. As long as we kill their Basti, then we should be able to finish the rest of this team off pretty easily with Jedi. And I mean, even still, knowing what happens soon, I'm still like, man, I feel like this should work. But, I mean, we didn't kill Basti super quickly either. So I'm calling my Basti there to get rid of some of the debuffs. And look at this. Okay, so they put Death Mark onto Darth Revan, and that's not great. Okay, finally we kill Basti, but our Grandmaster Yoda, Relic 8, Grandmaster Yoda, just dead. You know, he's gone like a chump. But, okay, so what do we do? Do we dispel Sith Empire Trooper? Looking at the turn meter and the totality of the circumstances, I'm like, okay, do we get rid of the debuffs on Jolee? Do we like, send Jedi Revan to assist to be able to, you know, we'd be healing him just a little bit? Like, I think that I think the best move right now, actually, is to call Jedi Revan, is what I think the best move is. Get rid of that buff immunity. I called Jolee instead, because Jedi Revan did indeed take another turn, and then he's still got Death Mark on him, apparently. So it's like, okay, he's actually surviving the Death Mark at an okay rate, but then, of course, he just dies like a chump, and then Basti follows suit, and it's like, Jolee can't revive Darth Revan, or Jedi Revan, and yeah, they kill. I mean, things are looking pretty dark now, guys. It's yeah, we got killed. Embarrassing. So we're just, like, wasting all our resources back here. I'm like, okay, let's just use our Jedi. Let's use our Jedi Master Luke here. Jedi Master Luke to kill Darth Maul, because, you know, another back zone team, it's totally going to be good, right? I mean, it's going to work. Totally going to work, and, you know, they're hitting me. We've got Basti here to help us, except they don't crit me. I'm looking right now, they can't crit me because I've modded him for no crits, but eventually Basti gives us a turn, which is great, and I don't know, like, they're taking all their turns. It's a fairly scary team, frankly. Okay, let's stun everyone except for the one who is taunting. There is the armor and Watt both here, so it's a pretty good defensive team. My opponent clearly expected me to do certain things here, and I just totally fell into his trap. Like, just, you know, good on him. I'm annoyed at myself for how, I don't know, poor I played, I guess. How easily I fell into a trap like this. Normally I'm decent at sniffing out traps, but I'm compounding my error here, guys, because I'm attacking the back zone, which is way less important than that top zone, because the top zone is the gateway to ships, and then I can get to 3 zones. We could clear 3 zones at least, but okay, let's go up top again, and I'm like, oh yeah, I still have teams left. Let's just use troopers here on this team because they don't look great against that Beskar team and stuff. May as well use troopers here, which, I mean, it's true. Like, we just demolish this team. It's not close, but at the same time, this is one of the teams that we could maybe zerg down with lesser teams. Like, if we happen to have like Night Sisters or Geos or something, we probably have a decent chance of taking down this team with, you know, with over the course of time. But we're using one of our only premier teams left remaining, and so I'm like, I don't have anything to kill Mon Mothma with now, guys. I have nothing to kill Mon Mothma with, and so let's see if the Hux lead can take this team out. Remember, these guys have a really high number of relics on them, so really tough to kill. And okay, we killed Kara. Probably should have just left well enough alone. Like, probably should have done that, but it's looking nice. The problem being we don't have a taunt up anymore. Kylo doesn't have he's not taunting anymore, which is problematic, as you'll see, because then they just focus Hux down and they revive Kara, and now we can't kill her. Now that Hux is gone, now like we can't shoot back, and yeah, we have no hope. No, we're just screwed. Like, so stupid, guys. I don't know. I'm annoyed. So okay, let's use Jawas. Except they attacked Scavenger first. Just kill Scavenger first. All right. So we've got a lot of thermals on them at the start, but then they all went away. And I don't know if we had just survived a few more turns. That's the thing. If I had gotten I need like a Relic 5 Scavenger. So all right, let's use Bounty Hunters. Bounty Hunters will do it. We'll get a word in edgewise perhaps. So Bosk is faster than everyone, but then everyone else is faster than him. Because Kyle Katarn is a fast a-hole, and so Bosk taunts, and maybe should have just done his AoE or his mass assist to start off with, because apparently that's all that. So, all right, Zam gets a turn, yay, because I'm fast. Like, my characters have a lot of turn meter and stuff. So, all right, we just got to get to, we're at 10% right now. It would have been a lot better if Bosk had just done his mass assist right off the bat, frankly. I probably should have done that, but okay, now I was going to try to ride the turn meter with Zam, because every time you hit someone with a thermal, you're going to be able to get some turn meter. So here's what I should have done, guys. Mando, I was like, well, I tried to stun here with Aura, which I don't think is a terrible idea, but I mean, it's not a guaranteed thing that it'll even proc. Probably should have just given Zam more turn meter by calling her to assist, and therefore giving her the next turn. So, I mean, she still got the next turn, so that's good at least, And now we've got contract, so if Mando ever gets another turn, we'll be good to go, potentially, but I mean, are we actually gonna get another turn? Not sure. Unsure, folks. And, Kara is taunting, so we can't even shoot people who have the thermals. And, this is not looking great. It's like, can we even kill one more person? That would be fancy of us if we could. Aura is not going to be with us for much longer. So, alright, what does Grief do? call the mass assist, and I guess we may as well call the mass assist and get another big turn from Mando. I should have called the mass assist. What am I doing? Because I could have gotten a turn using turn meter. I was probably tilted a little bit. I don't know. These defenses, man. People are just good at this game. I almost killed Cara Dune there. And then I would have just quit. So then there's only a couple guys left. But as it stands, we can't even, guys. Kara's full health now. So, you know, we disintegrated POW, which is fine, but didn't work. All right, so I ended the stream, and then I was like, you know what? I think we can at least zerg down this Darth Revan. Like, so let's try to kill HK with the probe droid. Didn't quite work. I mean, we're using dregs, right? I mean, we're just trying to. Okay, we killed HK, and great. Okay, I don't have much. I mean, all these guys are relic. I have a bunch of relic characters that are just like an incohesive bunch. And this is YouTube exclusive footage because I didn't do this on my stream. I had already raided solo because I was like, I don't think I can clear anymore. Like I'm just disgusted with myself. Let's just be done with this stream. And so yeah, let's just keep going. All right, killed me. But we're not done yet, guys. There's a Relic 9 Sith Empire Trooper to kill here. So. Let's take Wampa with Tarkin lead. We don't have like a taunt or anything. Let's just see what we can do. Cad Bane is there to be able to dispel. We can taunt. We do have a taunt with Clone Wars Chewie, and then we randomly just like blow Revan away, which is fancy. And this nest is clearly not a nest that has a bunch of tenacity because we can get a bunch of debuffs on her. And so I misplayed just a little bit. I'm like, I almost just killed her right there. Probably should have tried to stun with Cad Bane, but that's fine. And then I misclick with Wampa, meant to hit Nest, but didn't, so you'll have that. But Nest is also not healing a ton. Decided to just take the open shot when I had it with Wampa, and then, honestly, him having a really resilient Sith Empire Trooper helped me, so that I could use my weaker shots, waste them on Sith Empire Trooper. But look at how thick this guy is, man. He's just really super thick. Really impressive stuff, honestly. So... yeah. Right, so... didn't even clear 3 zones, folks, so let's just jump to... Oh, what's this? Oh, this is from a different... Let's I just went to the next in the queue. Like, the next fight, Alright, so here's the end results, folks. He cleared me, and I couldn't clear him. Pretty embarrassing results, actually. He failed once on Iden in the back. He failed twice on my Piet team, and that was it. He one-shot me otherwise. He had, like I said, he had almost like custom-built defenses. Like, he didn't know what I was going to place. Maybe strongly suspected it or something, but, you know, he guessed right, and I guessed poorly. But other than that, I mean... Some things just don't work out. It's not my very favorite result, obviously. I in fact, quite loathe that I lost in this way. But, I mean, you're not going to win every single match in this new format. And this guy had a bigger account. He got a lot of cool stuff. Like, it's not a shameful thing to lose. It's a shame that I lost my focus, though. The focus is the thing, like... Okay, so it ended up not mattering, but I should have been attacking that top zone first. I should have cleared that and ships and given myself the best opportunity to win, because if he couldn't clear my back zone and he failed a few times, I could end up winning easily. Obviously, that didn't happen that way, but that doesn't excuse the fact that I could have cleared the top zone, even at the expense of the bottom, and therefore, I would have been able to, you know, clear 3 zones. That would have been a lot better of a play. Clearly didn't do that, and I need to do it better. You see what I did there? Clearly didn't do that. But at the end of the day, folks, huge props to my opponent. He was ready for me and was able to clear me without much issue whatsoever. Even though I put a tougher defense than normal, I thought, and, you know, he did good. He outplayed me, and no excuses on my end. I mean, I had plenty of opportunity to play better than I did, and I did not. And I don't know why we would think I should be rewarded with a win in that situation. And so I'm just going to leave it here, guys. We've got a match against someone who beat end-all be-all last week in the finals. And, you know, it's going to be an interesting match today, I am very interested to see how it all plays out. But one way or another, folks, we're going to call it good. Thank you all so much for watching. And remember that in all things, Xaereth prevails.